2026. Please be advised that this meeting will be recorded for documentation purposes. Before we proceed, we would like to also acknowledge and put on record the presence of our Honorable DICT BAC 3 members, the End User Provisional Member Assistant Secretary Pinky T. Jimenez. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, mabuhay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po. We also have the regular member, Director Lisa M. Rabena. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
And this meeting is being presided over by the Vice Chairperson, Director Mark Rager M. Bencito. Good afternoon, sir. With the presence of the BAC members mentioned, the BAC Secretariat confirms the presence of a quorum. To proceed, shown on the screen is the proposed agenda for today's meeting. We have one on the list, the opening of bids for the project managed services for the operations and maintenance of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 network with an approved budget for the contract of 74 million pesos. And the end user for this project is Assistant Secretary Pinky T. Jimenez. This is for consideration of the BAC members. Mr. Vice Chair, with the agenda presented, may we get the approval of the BAC, please?
Any motion? Hello? Any motion to approve the agenda, please? All right. Hearing no objection, the agenda is approved.
Thank you po, Mr. Vice Chair. You also get your approval po. For the record, Director Rabena po, vote motion the approval of the agenda po.
All right.
And we would like to acknowledge and put on record also the attendance of our provisional member, Director Terry Bumolo. Good afternoon, sir.
I'm back.
Mr. Vice Chair, may we also get your approval to admit the other end user representatives, the technical working group members, and the bidders for this project?
Please proceed.
Thank you po. Good afternoon to all the other end user representatives, technical working group members, and to our bidders. Welcome to the opening of bids for the project Managed Services for the Operations and Maintenance of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 Network. We wish to inform all of the prospective bidders and participants that this meeting is being recorded for documentation purposes and in compliance with the directive of the head of procuring entity through the BAC Secretariat. This proceeding is being broadcast live pursuant to Section 38 of RA 12009 and is currently streaming via the DICT's official YouTube channel at Department of ICT Philippines. This is in line with the department's commitment to uphold transparency and public accountability in all procurement processes. For proper identification, may we request all the bidders to introduce yourselves. Please state your name and the company you are representing, please.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Jan from Songil, Philippines.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I'm Ms. Arlene from Sungil Philippines Corporation.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I'm Relly Antojado from FinC.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Erica Cuales from Songil, Philippines po.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Lucille Natividad from FinC.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I'm Roderick Dihamco from Linfra Corp. Thank you.
Thank you, bidders. Before we proceed with the opening proper, we would like to give a brief background for the project. For the project details, the provisional member and user representative to the DICT BAC 3 for this project is Assistant Secretary Pinky T. Jimenez. The technical working group is composed of the following: Mr. Marlon O. Beagtanas, the head, Ms. Venus R. Rivera, Mr. Nelson G. Mamuyak, Mr. Arthur Angelo L. Guevara, and Mr. John Billy M. Fernandez as the members. The invitation to bid for the project was posted on March 6, 2026 to the following: PhilJobs website, DICT website, DICT bulletin board, and the SBB number 3 issued on March 31, 2026. And for the bidders who submitted their bids before 12 noon of April 8, 2026 are the following: Sungil Philippines Corporation at 10:41 a.m., Fiber Infrastructure and Network Services Inc. or FinC submitted their bid at 10:49 a.m., Linfra Corporation submitted their bid at 11:35 a.m. And the letters to observers were sent on April 1, 2026 to the following: Philippine Computer Society, Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines, Inc., Chief Information Officers, Forum Foundation, Inc., and Commission on Audit. However, no observers were able to attend today's conference. For the opening proper, we would like to inform everyone that the DICT BAC 3 will examine the documents using the pass or fail criterion to determine whether all the documents are present, and the absence of any of the required documents automatically disqualifies the bidder. Also, please be informed that the BAC, through its secretariat, will initial every page of the submitted documents. The order of the opening of bids shall be made according to the time of the submission of the bidders. On the screen are the list of bidders. We have Sungil Philippines, who submitted their bids at 10:41 a.m. The FinC submitted their bids at 10:49 a.m. and Linfra Corp submitted their bids at 11:35 a.m. With your permission, Mr. Vice Chair, we will now proceed to open the bid submitted by Song-Il Philippines.
Please proceed.
On the screen is the bid submitted by Song-Il Philippines Corporation, received by the BAC Secretariat April 8, 2026 at 10:41 a.m. Their bid is properly sealed, labeled, and initialed. May we request confirmation from the representative of Song-Il if this is the bid you have submitted?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. That document confirmed that Sung-Il Philippines submission for today. Thank you.
Thank you po. We will now open the bid. Inside the mother envelope contains two separate envelopes labeled as technical component and the financial component. We will now open the technical component and set aside the financial component. Inside the technical component envelope are three separate envelopes labeled as technical component original copy, technical component duplicate copy, and technical component triplicate copy. We will now proceed to open the envelopes and distribute the copies to the BAC members and technical working group present here in the conference room.
For the technical component envelope, the first requirement is the valid PhilJEPS registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages. Please note, pursuant to Section 20.2.9.1 of the IRR of RA 12009, all eligibility documents indicated in Annex A of the PhilJEP's registration certificate platinum membership must be current, valid, and updated at the time of bid submission. The failure by the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated eligibility document shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all of the expired eligibility documents have been updated. Thus, prospective bidders are required to update their PhilJEP's registration certificates prior to the submission of their bids. PS Advisory 2025-015, suspension of certificate of PhilJEP's registration, platinum membership of corporations for non-compliance with the uploading of GIS and BOI. This is to advise that the certificate of PhilJEP's registration, platinum membership of merchant corporations that did not submit the latest General Information Sheet, GIS, reflecting the beneficial ownership information, BOI, duly received by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, shall be suspended. The imposition of suspension comes after the issuance of PS Advisory Number 2025-007 published on June 30, 2025, which required corporations to submit their latest GIS with BOI. All corporate entities with existing platinum membership were likewise required to update their eligibility documents in the Government of the Philippines Official Merchant Registry or the GOP-OMR.
The bidder submitted a certificate of PhilJEP's registration platinum membership certifying Sungil Philippines Corporation is registered on July 4, 2023. This certificate is valid until November 24 of 2026, issued on November 24th of 2025. For Annex A, list of eligibility documents, sex certificate registration date January 15, 2011. Mayor's permit expiration date December 31, 2026. Issue date of January 14, 2026. Tax clearance expiration date October 20, 2026. Issue date October 20, 2025. The audited financial statement, date of filing April 7, 2026. For pickup license, expiration date February 3, 2028. They also attach a copy of certificate of incorporation. A copy of articles of incorporation. A copy of secretary's certificate. Signed by Ms. Arlene A. Arcaya, Corporate Secretary. Notarized by Attorney Edwin G. Condaya. They also attach a copy of Securities and Exchange Commission General Information Sheet. A copy of business permit from the City of Pasig. Issued date. A copy of business permit from the City of Pasig issued on January 14, 2026. They also attach a copy of tax clearance certificate issued on October 20 of 2025. And it is valid until October 20, 2026. A copy of BIR AFS e-submission. A copy of Statement of Management's Responsibility for Annual Income Tax Return. Audited financial statements. We will browse the documents subject to further evaluation of the technical working group. They also attach a copy of annual income tax return. A copy of PCAB license. Registration date July 12, 2023. Validity of registration is from July 22, 2024 to July 12, 2026. They also attach a copy of the updated Secretary Certificate issued on April 6, 2026. Authorized by Attorney Brian Pecas, whose notarial commission is valid until December 31, 2026. May we get the rating of the back, please?
Yep. Hello, Backsec. Before we proceed to the vote, is the pickup license is a requirement for this project?
No po.
Hindi. All right.
For the rating po, may we get the rating of the end user, Ms. Asek Pinky Jimenez, for the valid PhilJEP registration certificate, please?
Can you hear me? Can I see a thumbs up if you can hear me? They cannot hear me.
Asek, we can hear you po.
This is conditional pass further verification for the DWG, please. Conditional pass, sabi.
Thank you po, Asek. May we get your rating, Director Terry Bumolo?
Pass subject for evaluation of the technical working group. Thank you.
Thank you po. For the next requirement, we have the statement. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, or the SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid except under conditions provided for in section 52.4.1.3 of the IRR of RA 12009 within the relevant period as provided in the bidding documents. Any of the following document must be submitted together with the statement of single largest completed contract: end user's acceptance, official receipt, sales invoice for the contract.
For the record, the bidder's SLCC is similar to the contract to be bid, should have been completed within 5 years prior to the deadline for submission and receipt of bids. For this purpose, the contract similar to the project shall be installation, maintenance, operation, and management of information and communication system, ICT network, including but not limited to associated equipment and outside plant maintenance, facilities such as laying of fiber optic cables, FOC, or both aerial and underground, and fiber blowing in a microduct and a HDPE conduit, including its facilities. The bidder submitted its statement of single largest completed contract with the following details: PO number, name of contract, project cost, owner's name, address, telephone numbers, kinds of goods, description, bidder's role in percentage, amount of at award, amount at completion, duration, date of award, contract effectivity, and date completed. They have listed OSP maintenance and scope for Globe Telecom Inc. The amount of contract award is 66,420,000 pesos. Date of award is April 2024. Date completed March 25, 2025. This is signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Arlene A. Arcaya. They also attach a copy of purchase order from Globe Telecom. A copy of certificate of completion and acceptance from Globe Telecom. A copy of first quarter scorecard from April 24 to June 2024. Certificate of completion and acceptance dated September 2024. With an attachment of second quarter scorecard. Certificate of completion and acceptance dated December 2024. Third quarter scorecard. Certificate of completion and acceptance dated March 2025 with attachment of fourth quarter scorecard. May we get the reading of the back, please?
May we get your rating, ASEC Pinky?
Hello? Yeah.
Yes po, ASEC.
For me, pass.
Thank you po. May we get your rating, Director Terry?
Pass, subject relating to bridge evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you po. For the next requirement, we have the net financial contracting capacity computation or committed line of credit.
The bidder submitted its net financial contracting capacity with a total amount of 2,029,547,358 pesos and 32 cents. Again, it's 2,029,547,358 pesos and 32 cents. This is signed by the authorized representative and corporate secretary, Ms. Arlene A. Arcaya. May we get the reading of the back, please?
For the NFCC computation, may we get your rating, ASEC Jimenez?
Pass.
Thank you po. May we get your rating, Director Terry Bumolo? Again po, may we get your rating, Director Terry Bumolo?
Pass.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have the statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contract awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid.
The bidder submitted its statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. It includes the following: name of contract, PO number, project cost, owner's name, address, telephone numbers, kinds of goods, description, bidder's role, contract date, period, and amount. Mr. Vice Chair, we would like to request for your instruction if we are to read everything listed on the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, or just provide the summary and the total value, and subject for the further evaluation of the technical working group.
What's the pleasure of the members? Are we amenable to just run down just state the total number of ongoing contracts for the government and private? Any motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Madam Chair.
Any second? All right. Hearing no objection, just state the number of the total contracts, ongoing contracts for the government and private entity. Thank you.
This is noted po, Mr. Vice Chair. The bidder listed ongoing private contracts. The bidder listed 5 private ongoing contracts with a total value of 82,972,811 pesos and 68 centavos. This is signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Arlene A. Arcaya. They also attach a copy of purchase order from WeaveNet International Inc. A copy of purchase order from the Globe Telecom. A copy of purchase order from FinCI. May we get the rating of the back, please?
Pass subject for the TWG evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you po, Director Terry. May we get your rating, ASEC Pinky?
Hello? Pass?
Thank you po. For the next requirement, we have the, if applicable, JVA, or in the absence of a JVA, duly notarized statements from all potential JV partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the event that the bid is successful. Not applicable. For the next requirement, original copy of a bid security, if in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Please note, bidders who opt to submit a bid securing declaration as a form of bid security are required to use the bid securing declaration form in the attached bidding documents.
The bidder submitted its bid securing declaration. It is in the prescribed format. Notarized on April 6, 2026. Signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Arlene A. Arcaya on April 6, 2026. And is notarized by Attorney Brian G. Pecas. And notarial commission is valid until December 31, 2026. May we get the reading of the back, please?
For the bid securing declaration, may we get your rating, ASEC Pinky Jimenez?
Pass, dear.
Thank you po. May we get your rating, Director Terry Bumolo?
Pass.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have the schedule of requirements.
The bidder submitted a schedule of requirements for managed services for the operations and maintenance of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 network. Signed by Ms. Arlene A. Arcaya on March 27, 2026. May we get the reading of the back, please?
Starting with the end user, may we get your rating, ASEC Pinky Jimenez?
Pass. Thank you.
May we get your rating, Director Terry Bumolo?
Pass.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have the conformity with the technical specifications, which may include production, delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and/or after-sales parts if applicable. In line with Section 7 hereof, the service provider must submit as part of their bid submission the list of key manpower personnel.
The bidder submitted a conformity to the technical specification for the managed services for the operations and maintenance of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 network for item number 1.1 to 1.1.1.2 stated comply. For items number 1.1.1.2.1 down to item number 1.1.1.9, they stated comply. For items number 1.1.1.10 down to item 1.1.2.5.1, they stated comply. For items 1.1.2.5.2 down to item 1.1.2.12, stated comply. For items 1.1.2.13 down to item 1.1.2.17, they stated comply. For item number 1.1.3 to item 1.2.1, stated comply. For item 1.2.1.1 down to item 1.2.2.1, they stated comply. For item number 1.2.2.1.1 down to item 1.2.2.4, they stated comply. For item 1.2.2.2.5 down to item 1.3.1.7, they stated comply. For item 1.3.1.8 to item 1.3.2.1.2.2, they stated comply. For item 1.3.2.1.2.3 to item 1.3.2.1.5.3, they stated comply. For item 1.3.2.1.5.4 to item 1.3.2.1.7.4, they stated comply. For item 1.3.2.1.7.5 to item 2.1.1.2, they stated comply. For item 2.1.1.3 to item 2.1.4, they stated comply. For item 2.1.5 to item 2.1.7, they stated comply. For item 2.1.8 to item 4.1, they stated comply. For item 5 down to item 6.1, they stated comply. Signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Arlene A. Arcaya, dated March 27, 2026. They also attached a copy of the company profile of Song Il Philippines Corporation. We will browse the submitted documents subject to further evaluation of the technical working group. They also attach a list of manpower signed by Ms. Arlene A. Arcaya, the authorized representative and corporate secretary. They also attach a copy of the tools or equipment inventory list. A copy of list of vehicles and equipment. A copy of Annex A, equipment and vehicles, proof of ownership. Again, subject po to further evaluation of the technical working group. May we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, ASEC Pinky Jimenez? Again po, ASEC Pinky Jimenez, may we get your rating for the conformity with the technical specifications by Song Il Philippines Corporation? For the record, ASEC Pinky Jimenez signified her rating on the chat box of pass. Thank you po. Director Terry Bumolo, may we get your rating, please?
Pass subject for the TWG evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have the original of duly signed omnibus sworn statement of the OSS and, if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder.
The bidder submitted a omnibus sworn statement. It is in the prescribed format. Notarized on April 6, 2026. Signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Arlene A. Arcaya, on April 6, 2026. Notarized by Attorney Brian G. Pecas. And notarial commission is valid until December 31, 2026. Also attach a copy of Secretary Certificate signed by the Corporate Secretary Arlene A. Arcaya on April 6, 2026. Notarized by Attorney Brian G. Pecas and Notarial Commission valid until December 31, 2026. May we get the reading of the back, please?
May we get your rating, ASEC Pinky Jimenez? For the record, ASEC Pinky signified her rating of pass on the chat box. Thank you po. May we get your rating, Director Terry Bumolo? Again po, may we get your rating, Director Terry? Director Terry Bumalo, may we get your rating po?
Pass. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have for foreign bidders claiming by reason of their country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos, certification from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in government procurement activities for the same item or product not applicable.
Mr. Chair, may we get your rating for the technical component envelope submitted by Song-Il Philippines Corporation?
Overall rating pass.
Noted po, sir. We will now proceed to open the bid submitted by FinC, or the Fiber Infrastructure and Network Services, Inc. On the screen is the bid submitted by Fiber Infrastructure and Network Services, FinC Inc., received by the BAC Secretariat on April 8, 2026 at 10:49 a.m. The bid is properly labeled, sealed, and initialed. May we get confirmation from the representative of FinC is if this is the bid you have submitted.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I'm Aurelian Tojado from FinC, so I'm confirming the bid document submitted is original.
Thank you, sir. We will now proceed to open the bid. Inside the mother envelope contains two separate envelopes labeled as technical component and financial component. We will now proceed to open the technical component and set aside the financial component. Inside the technical component envelope contains three separate envelopes labeled as technical component original, technical component copy 1, and technical component copy 2. We will now proceed to open the copies and distribute the copies to the back member and technical working group present here in the conference room. Mr. Vice Chair, we would like to request for your instruction if we can dispense the reading of the eligibility checklist as it was read earlier during the submission of the first bidder. If we can just proceed to scrutinize the submitted documents.
Okay po kayo, members, to dispense the reading of the criteria and go directly to the review of the documents and state the content of the submission. Any motion to approve?
Motion to approve, back chair.
Thank you. Any second? Hearing the objection, Backsec, please proceed. Thank you.
Noted po, Mr. Vice Chair. First, technical document is the valid PhilJobs registration platinum membership. The bidder submitted a certificate of PhilJobs registration platinum membership certifying that Fiber Infrastructure and Network Services FinCI Inc. is registered on March 23, 2023. This certificate is valid until December 3rd, 23 of 2026, issued this 23rd of December 2025. For the Annex A list of eligibility documents, the sex certificate registration date January 26, 2021. Mayor's permit expiration date December 31, 2026. Issuance date of February 12, 2026. Tax clearance expiration date November 27, 2026. Issuance date of November 27, 2025. The audited financial statement, date of filing April 30, 2025. For pickup license, expiration date August 15, 2026. May we get the rating of the back, please, on the valid PhilJobs registration certificate platinum membership? Inquiry daw po si bidder, sir. May inquiry po si bidder.
Sige po, please proceed. Please state your name and company.
Jan from Songil Philippines, sir. A clarification regarding for the attached documents, sir. As stated in the bid data sheet 27.1, a certified true copies of the following Class A documents, which list of a SEC certification for corporation, DTI for sole proprietorship. Second is a GIS. Next is mayor's permit, and next is tax clearance. Lastly is the audited financial statement. As per our observation, sir, the bidder failed to attach the annexes for the PhilJob certificate.
Noted po. Baksa, can we show the provision that was stated by the bidder? Do you have yung PBD? Naka-share yan online? Yeah, itong page. Okay.
Mr. Vice Chair, if I may.
Go ahead, DocSec.
Yes po. The requirements listed on 27.1, ito po yung sinasabi ni Mr. Sung Il Philippines. Flash on the screen po.
All right. And then, ano yung provision dun sa 27.1?
Ito.
Okay. So the 27, section 27 is related for the post-qualification. So it means that all the stated requirements or documentary requirements under 27.1 will be required to be submitted during the post-qualification period.
Yes po. If I may read po yung buong statement.
All right. Please proceed.
The BAC shall determine to its satisfaction whether the bidder that is evaluated as having submitted the LCB, MEAB, or MAB, as the case may be, complies with and is responsive to all the requirements and conditions specified in ITB Clause 5, 12.1, and 12.2. The bidder within 5 calendar days from receipt of notice from the BAC that it submitted the LCB, MEAB, or MAB shall submit all the eligibility documents supporting its PhilJEP certificate of registration, platinum membership, its latest income and business tax returns filed for the preceding quarter, which should not be earlier than 2 quarters from the date of submission and receipt of bids, and other appropriate licenses and permits required by law and stated in the BDS.
All right. Mr. Bidder, are we clarified na po?
Yes, Mr. Vice Chair, thank you.
All right, thank you. Backsec, please proceed, continue.
Again po, may we get the rating of the BAC on the submitted Certificate of PhilJEP's registration, platinum membership?
May we get your rating, ASEC Jimenez? For the record, ASEC Jimenez expressed her rating of pass, subject for further evaluation of the TWG on the chat box. Thank you po, ASEC. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
Subject for the evaluation of a technical working group. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have the SLCC.
The bidder submitted a statement of single largest completed contract with the following details: name of completed contract, date of contract, contract duration, amount of contract, owner's name and address, definition or description of the similar project or major categories at work, date of completion, supporting documents submitted, and user's acceptance or official receipts or sales invoice. The bidder listed one project, maintenance contract Y2_FinC, date of contract April 4, 2024 for Globe Telecom Inc. The date of completion of the project is March 31, 2025. Certificate of completion from April 1, 2024 to March 31, 2025. Signed by the General Manager, Sir Ces Jonas Santa Ana. They also attach a copy of purchase order from Globe Telecom. Copy of final acceptance certificate dated August 28, 2024. A copy of grid audit or PM activity report. Coverage April 1 to 30, 2024. Another grid audit or PM activity report. Coverage of May 1 to 31, 2023. Another PM activity report of June 1 to 30, 2024 coverage. They also attach a copy of finance acceptance certificate for November 18, 2024. This is from Globe Telecom. With attached PM activity report covering the period of July 1-31, 2024, August 1 to 31, 2024, September 1 to 30, 2024. Another finance acceptance certificate from Globe Telecom, date January 3, 2025, with attachment of PM activity report covering period of October 31, 2024, November 1, 2024, December 1 to 31, 2024. They also attach a certificate of completion dated May 19, 2025, with attachment of January 1 to 31, 2025 covering period of PM activity report, February 1 to 28, 2025 PM activity report, March 1 to 31, 2025 PM activity report. May we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Asek Jimenez? Again po, may we get your rating, Asek Jimenez, on the SLCC requirement of PINC? For the record, Asek Jimenez signified or expressed her rating of pass with note subject for further evaluation of the TWG on the chat box. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
Pass subject for evaluation of PWG.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have the NFCC computation.
The bidder submitted a net financial contracting capacity with amount of 9,084,445,789.28. Again, the NFCC amount of 9,084,455,789.28 centavos. This is signed by the General Manager, Sir Ces Jonas Santa Ana, on March 31, 2025. May we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Asek Jimenez? For the record, Asek Jimenez expressed her rating of pass on the chat box. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
Pass subject for evaluation of PWG. Thank you.
Thank you po. For the next requirement, we have the JBA. Sorry. We have the statement of all ongoing government and private contract.
The bidder submitted a list of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. They have listed none for the government projects and one project under private contracts. This is for Globe Telecom. The amount of contract is 156,528,210 pesos and 72 cents. Date of completion, estimated date of completion is December 31, 2026. The total amount of 156,528,210 pesos and 72 cents. This is signed by the General Manager, Sir Ces Jonas Santa Ana, on March 31, 2025. They attach a copy of purchase order from Globe Telecom. May we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Asek Jimenez? Again po, may we get your rating, Asek Jimenez, on the statement of ongoing contract of PINC? Again po, Asek. May we get your rating po? For the record, Asek Jimenez wanted to be clarified on the date of the list of ongoing contract. For a while lang po, Asek. Date of the list.
For the information of ASEC Jimenez, the bidder submitted a listed one private contract with the project title of GSPPH OSB Core Access and Distribution. Date of contract is January 31, 2026. Contract duration of February 1, 2026 to December 1, 2026. This is for Globe Telecom Inc. And the estimated date of completion is December 31, 2026, with a total value of 156,528,210 pesos and 72 cents. This is signed by the General Manager, Sir Ces Jonas Santa Ana, on March 31, 2025.
May we get your rating, Asek Jimenez? Again po, Asek, may we get your rating po? For the record, Asek Jimenez, chat, may we know if the signed date is only a typo error?
Mr. Chair, may we request clarification from the representative of FinC?
Go ahead, please.
This is a typo error, Mr. Chair.
Members, I also observed that the same date was also reflected on the other documents such as NFCC. NFCC. NFCC pa lang. NFCC and ongoing list of all of ongoing projects. Are they all typo? All right.
Asek Jimenez. The representative from FinC manifested that the date on ongoing statement of ongoing government and private contracts also for the NFCC is a typographical error.
For the record, Asek Jimenez expressed her rating of pass with a note of subject for further evaluation of the TWG on the chat box. Thank you po, Asek. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
I pass subject for that evaluation of technical working group. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have the JVA, which is not applicable. The next requirement is the bid security.
The bidder submitted a bid securing declaration. And please note that the bid securing declaration is in the prescribed format. This is signed by the General Manager, Sir Ces Jonas Santa Ana, on March 27, 2026, and notarized on April 1, 2026 by Attorney Sherwin San Juan Enriquez. Postnotarial commission is valid until April 14, 2028. They also attach a copy of the identification of Mr. Cerces Jonas Aguila Santa Ana. May we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Asek Jimenez? For the record, Asek Jimenez expressed her rating of pass on the chat box. Thank you po. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
Pass subject for the evaluation of TWG. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have the schedule of requirements.
The bidder submitted a schedule of requirements for managed services for the operations and maintenance of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 network. Signed by the General Manager, Circes Jonas Santa Ana. Again on March 31, 2025.
May we get your rating, Asek Jimenez?
Please proceed.
Just an observation regarding for the schedule of requirements. May I confirm if the total amount written on the bid on the schedule of requirements is the same amount of our bidding documents for the ABC? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right.
For a while lang, sir, we'll check po with the posted bidding document. Flash na lang natin yun. To the back members and everyone, we will flash the schedule of requirements posted po. For the in the posted and maintenance of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 network, if one lot, and the total is 74 million pesos. As for the submission of FinCEN, they have submitted the schedule of requirements for the managed services for the operations and maintenance of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 network, quantity of one lot, and the total amount of 73,449,990 pesos. Signed by Circes Jonas Santa Ana, the General Manager, dated March 31, 2025.
May we get your rating, Asek Jimenez?
For information of everyone po, we would like to note and put on record po that based on the posted bidding documents under Section 7 Schedule of Requirements, the submitted Schedule of Requirements of FinCEN is inconsistent po on the posted bidding documents.
Asek Jimenez, may we get your rating po? Asek Jimenez, we will get back to you po. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
pass subject for the TWG evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you po, Director Bumolo. Asek Jimenez, may we get your rating po? For the record, Asek Jimenez expressed her rating of pass with a note subject for further evaluation of the TWG on the chat box. Thank you po, Asek. For the next requirement, we have the conformity to the technical specifications.
The bidder submitted a conformity to the technical specifications for managed services for the operations and maintenance of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 network. For item number 1 to item 1.1.1.2, they stated comply. Item numbers 1.1.1.2.1 to item 1.1.1.9, they stated comply. For item numbers 1.1.1.10 to item 1.1.2.5.1, they stated comply. For items number 1.1.2.5.2 to items 1.1.2.12, they stated comply. For item 1.1.2.13 to item 1.1.2.17, they stated comply. For item 1.1.3 down to item 1.2.1, they stated comply. For item 1.2.1.1 to item 1.2.2.1, they stated comply. For item 1.2.2.1.1 to item 1.2.2.2.4, they stated comply. For item 1.2.2.2.5 to item 1.3.1.7, they stated comply. For item 1.3.1.8 to item 1.3.2.1.2.2, they stated comply. For item 1.3.2.1.2.3 to item 1.3.2.1.5.3, they stated comply. Item 1.3.2.1.5.4 to item 1.3.2.1.7.4, they stated comply. For item 1.3.2.1.7.5 to item 2.1.1.2, they stated comply. For item 2.1.1.3 to item 2.1.4, they stated comply. For item 2.1.5 to item 2.1.7, they stated comply. For item 2.1.8 down to item 4.1, they stated comply. For item 5 down to item 6.1, they stated comply. Signed by the authorized representative, Sir Ces Jonas Santa Ana, on March 27, 2026. We would like to note po that on the conformity of the technical specifications, the service provider must submit it as part of their bid submission the list of key manpower personnel. The bidder attached a list of manpower requirement signed by Sir Ces Jonas Santa Ana, the General Manager, signed on March 31, 2025. They also attach a copy of the sales literature, operation and maintenance services. A copy of sales literature, technical compliance, We will scan the documents and this will be subject for further evaluation of the technical working group. We also attach the copies of the report templates. We also attach a copy of material brochures. They also attach a copy of the supplemental bid bulletin number 1. A copy of the supplemental bid bulletin number 2. And a copy of the supplemental bid bulletin number 3. We also attach okay. May we get the reading of the back on the conformity with the technical specifications?
May we get your rating, Asa Jimenez? For the record, Asa Jimenez expressed her rating of pass with a note subject for further evaluation of the TWG on the chat box. Thank you po, Asa. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
Pass subject for the evaluation of TWG. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have the omnibus sworn statement.
The bidder submitted a omnibus sworn statement. It is in the prescribed format. Omnibus sworn statement is signed by the General Manager, Sir Ces Jonas A. Santa Ana, signed on March 27, 2026, and notarized on April 1, 2026 by Attorney Sherwin San Juan Enriquez, and the notarial commission is valid until April 14, 2028. We also attach a copy of the Secretary's certificate. Signed by Nina Micaela S. Sarmiento as the Corporate Secretary on April 1, 2026. Notarized by Attorney Sherwin San Juan Enriquez. Notarial Commission valid until April 14, 2028. May we get the reading of the back, please? Apologies po for the record. We'd like to put on record that they have attached a copy of the identification of Mr. Sir Ces Jonas Aguila Santa Ana. Copy of identification of Mr. Relly Malacas Antojado. A copy of identification of Ms. Lucille Concepcion Natividad. May we get the reading of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Asek Jimenez? For the record, Asek Jimenez expressed her rating of pass on the chat box. Thank you po, Asek. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
Pass. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have for foreign bidders, a certification. For this, not applicable.
Mr. Vice Chair, may we get your rating for the technical component envelope submitted by FinC?
Pass. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We will now proceed to open the bid submitted by Linfra Corporation. On the screen is the bid submitted by Linfra Corporation. It is received by the Back Secretariat on April 8, 2026 at 11:35 a.m. It is properly labeled, sealed, and initialed. May we request confirmation from the representative of Linfra Corp if this is the bid you have submitted?
Hi, I'm Roderick Dihamco from Linfra Corp. Yes, it's confirmed that we have submitted that document.
Thank you, sir. We will now proceed to open the bid. Inside the mother envelope contain two separate envelopes labeled as technical component and the financial component. We will now proceed to open the technical component and set aside the financial component. Inside the technical component envelope is one set of original copies of the documents. We will now proceed with the evaluation of the first technical document, which is the valid PhilJobs registration certificate platinum membership. The bidder submitted a certificate of platinum membership, a PhilJobs registration platinum membership certifying Linfra Corp is registered on PhilJobs on April 18, 2024. This certificate is valid until September 22, 2026 and issued on September 22 of 2025. For Annex A list of eligibility documents, SEC certificate, registration date December 14, 2000. Mayor's permit, expiration date December 31, 2025. Issuance date of May 14, 2025. Tax clearance, expiration date September 5, 2026. Issuance date of September 5, 2025. The audited financial statement, date of filing April 30, 2025. Expiration date of, for the pickup license, expiration date October 11, 2025.
Go ahead, please.
May I have the date of expiration of the mayor's permit, just for us to be clarified on it, Mr. Bakcher?
Come again?
The expiration date of the business permit, written in the Annex A, Mr. Chair.
All right.
For the information of everyone, the mayor's permit expiration date is December 31, 2025. Issuance date of May 14, 2025.
Under the PhilJeb's provision, Mr. Chair, failure to update the annexes on the system will be, I think, deem the PhilJeb's suspended, or yes, Mr. Chair. May I have a clarification on that, Mr. Chair? Thank you.
May we get the reading of the back on the valid field jobs registration certificate, platinum membership?
Baksak, wala na ibang attachment yung wala na?
Um, Mr. Vice Chair, for the valid field jobs registration certificate, platinum membership, the bidder just submitted the certification po with no other attachments. And we would like to note po that pursuant to section 20.2.9.1 IRR of RA 12009, all eligibility documents indicated in Annex A of the PhilJobs registration certificate platinum membership must be current, valid, and updated at the time of the bid submission. The failure by the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated eligibility documents shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of certificate until such time that all of the expired eligibility documents has been updated. Thus, prospective bidders are required to update their PhilJobs registration certificates prior to the submission of their bids.
Asek Jimenez, may we get your rating, please? For the record, ASEC Jimenez expressed her rating of failed with a note due to failure to update the mayor's permit with PhilJeps. Thank you po, ASEC, and noted po in your manifestation. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
Fail since the submission is incomplete of the eligibility documents and the mayor's permit is actually expired. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Bumolo, and noted po on your observation. Mr. Vice Chair, may we get your rating po for the submission of Linfra on the PhilJeps registration?
Same field.
Noted po. Mr. Chair, given that the bid submitted by Linfra was rated fail, may we confirm to whether continue reading the succeeding documents or to proceed resealing the bid submitted po? We would like to inform everyone po that based on the RA 12009 Section 59 preliminary examination of bids in Section 59.2, the BAC shall rate the bid concerned as only bids determined to contain all the bid requirements for both components shall be rated passed and immediately considered for evaluation and comparison. Mr. Chair, given that the bid submitted by Linfra Corp was rated failed, may we confirm whether to continue reading the succeeding documents or to proceed on resealing the bid submission?
Members, any comments? In view of the failure of the PhilJEP certification, PhilJEP's registration certificate of Linfra Corporation, can we now seal the submitted the bid submission of the Linfra Corporation? And motion to approve. Members?
To ASEC Jimenez po and Director Bumolo. Um, Please be informed that ASEC Jimenez manifested through chat that the motion to approve to reseal the documents po.
Director Terry?
Hi, sorry, could you please repeat a question or statement? Thank you.
A motion to reseal in view of the failed submission of Linfra Corporation due to the PhilJEP's expired PhilJEP's registration certificate. Can we now move to reseal the bid submission of Linfra Corporation?
Thank you, Back Chair, for the statement. Yes po, approving or moving the suggestion to reseal the back submission. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Backsec, please reseal the bid submission of Linfra Corporation.
Noted po, back members. Thank you po. To maintain the integrity of the bid submitted by the failed bidders, we will now reseal the documents submitted by Linfra Corporation. Or reminder to Linfra Corporation, given that the submission of Linfra was rated failed by the BAC, please be informed that you have 3 days, 3 calendar days to file for a request for reconsideration if you wish to do so. You may email your request for reconsideration to the BAC Secretariat at bac.secretariat@dict.gov.ph. Again po, you have 3 calendar days to file for a motion for reconsideration. May we ask confirmation po from the representative of Linfra Corp if this is clear?
Yes, I'm Roderick D. Hamco from Linfra Corp. Yes. Thank you.
Noted, sir. Thank you po.
Mr. Vice Chair, with your permission po, may we proceed on the opening of the financial component envelope of Sungil Philippines Corporation.
Please proceed.
Inside the financial component envelope contains three sub-envelopes labeled financial component original, financial component duplicate, and financial component triplicate copy. We will proceed with opening all the documents and distribute the duplicate and triplicate copy to the back members and TWG present here in the conference room. For the financial component envelope, the first requirement is the original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
The bidder submitted a bid form with the total price of bid in words and in figures, excluding any discount offered below, is 69,099,000 pesos only. Again po, the bid words and in figures is 69,099,000 pesos only. This is to confirm that the bid is within the approved budget of the contract. Also, this is to confirm po that the submitted bid form is in the prescribed format. The bid form is signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Arlene A. Arcaya, on April 6, 2026. They also attach a notarized copy of the secretary's certificate. Also attach a sex certificate. May we get the reading of the back, please?
May we get your rating, ASEC Jimenez? For the record, ASEC Jimenez expressed her rating of pass on the chat box. Thank you po, ASEC. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
Pass. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, original of duly signed and accomplished price schedule.
The bidder submitted a price schedule for goods offered within the Philippines. For managed services for the operations and maintenance of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 network, with a total price delivered final destination of 69,099,000 pesos only. This is signed by the authorized representative, Arlene A. Arcaya. May we get the reading of the back, please?
May we get your rating, ASEC Jimenez? For the record, ASEC Jimenez expressed her rating of pass on the chat box. Thank you po. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
Pass.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have the certification from the DTI if the bidder claims preference as domestic bidder or domestic entity, which is for this project, for this bidder not applicable. Mr. Vice Chair, may we get your rating for the financial component envelope of Song-Il Philippines Corporation?
Pass.
Considering that Song-Il Philippines has obtained the rating of pass on the technical component envelope and financial component envelope, may we get the overall rating?
Pass.
Thank you, sir.
We will now proceed to open the financial component envelope submitted by Fiber Infrastructure and Network Services, Inc., or FINSI. Inside the financial component envelope are three separate envelopes labeled as Financial Component Original Copy, Financial Component Copy 1, and Financial Component Copy 2. We will now proceed to open the submission and distribute the copies to the bank members and TWG present here in the conference room. For the first financial document is the original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. The bidders submitted a bid form and the total price of our bid in words and in figures, excluding any discount offered below, is 73,449,990 pesos. Again, 73,449,990 pesos. This is to confirm that the bid offered is within the ABC. Also, this is to confirm that the bid form is in the prescribed format. The bid form is signed by the General Manager, Sir Ces Jonas Santa Ana, signed on March 27, 2026. We also attach a copy of the notarized secretary certificate. Signed by Nina Micaela S. Sarmiento, the Corporate Secretary, notarized on April 1, 2026 by Attorney Sherwin San Juan Enriquez. Notarial commission is valid until April 14, 2028. Also attach a copy of identification of Mr. Santa Ana, a copy of identification of Mr. Antojado Relly, and copy of identification of Ms. Natividad Lucille. With this poem, may we get a reading of the back, please, on the original duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
May we get your rating, Asek Jimenez? Again po, may we get your rating, Asek Jimenez, on the financial bid form of Sungil Philippines? Of FinCEN. For the record, Asek Jimenez signified her rating of pass through chat box. Thank you, Asek. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
Pass.
Thank you, sir. For the next requirement, we have the price schedule.
The bidder submitted a price schedule for goods offered from within the Philippines. For managed services for the operations and maintenance of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 network, with a total price delivered final destination of 73,449,990 pesos. This is signed by the General Manager, Sir Ces Jonas Santa Ana, on March 31, 2026. May we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Asek Jimenez? Again po, Asek Jimenez, may we get your rating on the price schedule? For the record, Asek Jimenez express her rating of pass on the chat box. Thank you, Asek. May we get your rating, Director Bumolo?
Pass. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the certification of domestic preference not applicable for FinCEN. Mr. Vice Chair, may we get your rating for the financial component envelope of FinCEN?
Pass.
Given that FinCEN obtained the pass rating on the technical and financial component envelope, may we get your overall rating?
Pass.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you po, Mr. Vice Chair. We will now proceed to show the eligibility checklist and abstract of bids as read. Hindi. Okay. Shown on the screen is the eligibility checklist for the managed services for the operations and maintenance of National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 network. We have 3 bidders, namely Songil Philippines Corporation, Fiber Infrastructure and Network Services FinCEN Inc., and Linfra Corporation. For bidder 1 and bidder 2, for all technical component and financial component, they have rated pass for the overall rating. As for Linfra Corporation, on valid PhilJobs registration, rated fail, and for the succeeding documents is not applicable. And the rating for the technical component envelope of Linfra Corp is fail. And the overall rating is failed. May we request confirmation po or acknowledgement from the representative of the bidders to verify the correctness of details in the presented eligibility checklist. May we start with the representative of Songil Philippines.
Good afternoon again, Mr. Chair. So this is acknowledged and this is confirmed by Songil Philippines Corporation. Thank you.
For the representative po of the FinCEN,
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. This is to acknowledge the results.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. This is to acknowledge the result of the bid. Thank you.
Thank you, bidders. May we get the approval of the back on the presented eligibility checklist, please?
Motion to approve. Members, any motion to approve?
Please be informed that Asa Jimenez, a motion to approve via chat. Thank you.
Any second? Hearing no objection, the checklist is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Next document is the abstract of bids as read for managed services for the operations and maintenance of National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 network. Again, we have three bidders: Sungil Philippines Corporation, FinCI,
Maxi.
and Linfra Corporation.
Zoom in.
Apologies.
Thank you.
Again po, may we ask the representative of each bidders to acknowledge and confirm the correctness of details listed in the abstract of bids as read. May we start with Sungil Philippines Corp.
Good afternoon again, Mr. Chair. So this is acknowledged and this is confirmed under Sungil Philippines Corporation.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. This is Riley from FinCI, acknowledging the results.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. This is to acknowledge the result. Thank you.
May we get the approval of the back, please, on the presented abstract of bids as read.
Any motion to approve? Any motion po, members?
Please be informed that Asa Jimenez has chat motion to approve the abstract of bids as read.
Any second? All right, hearing no objection, the abstract of bids as read is now approved.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Just to put on record po, the contents of the abstract of bids as read for Sungil Philippines Corporation, the total amount of bid is 69,099 pesos. In the form of bid securities, bid securing declaration, required bid security not applicable. This is sufficient and remarks as passed. For fiber infrastructure and network services, FinCI Inc., the total amount of bid is 73,449,990 pesos. The form of bid security is bid securing declaration, required bid security not applicable. This is sufficient and rated as pass. For Linfra Corporation, for amount of bid, form of bid security, and required bid security, this is not applicable. For sufficient or insufficient, not applicable, and remarks as failed. Thank you po. We would like to inform the bidders po To all the participating bidders, you may request a copy of the abstract of bids as read and the eligibility checklist by submitting a formal request to the back at that secretariat@dict.gov.ph. That is all today po for the opening of bids. We would like to thank our bidders po for today. And you may visit the DICT's official YouTube channel, Department of ICT Philippines, for the copy of these proceedings. Mr. Vice Chair, that is all po for the side of the back secretary.
All right, thank you, bidders and backsec.
Mr. Vice Chair, apologies po. May we request po the commitment of the TWG if they can submit the evaluation report on Friday.
Yes po, we will submit.
Noted, ma'am. Thank you po. Mr. Vice Chair, that is all po for today's conference.
All right, thank you, everyone. Any motion to adjourn? Hearing no objection, the meeting is now adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much po. Thank you to all our bidders.
Thank you back, Chair. Thank you back.